big mission behind what I'm talking about today is to get us joining together, to get us to realize that we're more alike than we are different, that we all are just people trying to make it in this life. And if we can get a little boost, if somebody can help us out, if somebody can just show that, hey, they care, that, hey, you matter. Well, you know what? That is just incredible. Welcome to Grit, Grace, and Inspiration. I'm your host, Kevin Lowe, and I'm excited to welcome you inside. Welcome to episode number 170 here on Grit, Grace, and Inspiration. What is going on, my friend? How are you today? Pumped up, full of energy, ready to take on the day? I thought so, because that's exactly how I'm feeling. My name is Kevin Lowe. I'm the host of this podcast, as well as a transformational life and business coach, helping my clients to turn their life challenges into opportunities. And baby, that's what life is all about. We flip the script by taking the bad and we turn it into good. And then, hey, we start to wonder, was it really bad in the first place? Now, today, I got some inspiration off of our previous episode. That was episode 169, featuring a lady named Lisa Lewis. Now, what inspired me from her story was a man named David, a man who left a lasting impact on her life, on her son's life, on the life of her family. And yet, he really was only in their life for a very short period of time. Yet the impact that he left is unmeasurable. And so when thinking about that episode and thinking about what I wanted to talk about today, I thought, you know what? Let's use David as inspiration. Because I believe that all of us should strive to make an impact in the world, one person at a time. Now, typically when we think of this, one thing pops up is, who am I? What am I able to do? What kind of impact am I able to leave on the world? And we start doubting our own superpowers. We start doubting our ability to make a difference, to make a change in the world. And well, friend, the truth is that's just crazy talk, because we're all able to make a difference. That's what this world is built upon. This world is built upon us all giving back to one another, doing good, lending a helping hand. That's what I'm talking about today. And so inside of today's episode, my hope is to give you some ideas, to spark your curiosity, to get you interested in this idea of making an impact on the world with just helping one person at a time. Something important to remember is that small acts of kindness, they're like a ripple, and they create a ripple effect. Because what you think is just one little act, one act of kindness, can turn into a monumental difference in a person's life, in the life of their family, in the lives of an entire community. Honestly, the effects of one random act of kindness, of one deliberate effort to make a difference, can truly change the world. And that's why this topic is so important. So let's dive in and get you inspired by offering up some ideas of what people are doing in their own communities to make a difference. You ready? I thought so. Let's dive in. My first suggestion for you on how to make a difference is to start volunteering at schools. Now, I believe that if we want to change the world, if we want to impact our future, we have to look at the kids. I believe that children are highly underestimated for the power that they can have in the world. The children today are the future of tomorrow. And so if we can impact their life, well, then just think what that can do. I speak from experience because I have had the pleasure through the years of going and speaking to classes. I've gotten to go to both elementary schools and middle schools, invited by a teacher to speak to their class. So I've got to stand up in front of a classroom of children ranging from little kids in kindergarten up to middle school students. And I'm there to just share my story of overcoming a disability. Or if it's for the little kids, well, I just make myself look super cool, like some type of blind superhero. But what's so amazing is the questions that the kids ask. And here's what's really special is that oftentimes the kids who maybe come from a bad home life, that maybe school is the best part of their day. Because when they're out of school, well, life isn't so great. Well, what's special is that more times than not, when I've been in this situation, it's those students who are the most tuned in, who ask the most questions, who are so curious. And I love it because I get to pour into them about life and about not giving up hope and that there are brighter days ahead. And we all have to remember that. And at the end of the day, I have to hope and I have to pray that maybe, just maybe, something that I said will impact that kid's life. And so I turn it to you and I ask you, what are some ways that you could get involved in leaving a positive impact on our future, on the kids in this world? Whether that's at school, whether that's at after school programs, the local YMCA for summer camp, whatever it is, maybe think of some ways of volunteering and getting out there and just leaving an impact. That's what we're talking about. And so that's one idea for you. My second idea is even easier because you don't even have to leave your house. Well, maybe you got to step outside the house, but you don't got to leave the neighborhood. Because what I'm talking about here is looking around your neighborhood, paying attention to your neighbors. I believe that impact starts right where we live. It starts in the home. It spreads to the neighborhood. It reaches the community. It changes a town. If your neighbor's house is looking like it could use some work, and you know that the person who lives there is not capable of doing so, it's just a single mom with kids, just trying to make it, much less worrying about wood rot or the gutters falling off, whatever it is. Maybe you could take the initiative and go over and give her a hand. You don't have to say anything. This isn't about getting credit for it. It's just about doing something, lending a hand. Maybe it's your elderly neighbor down the street. And instead of just passing by, instead, you stop on garbage day and pull their garbage can up for them. You may think that it's silly, it's stupid, it's so insignificant. But let me tell you, it means a lot. It leaves an impact, and people are going to remember that. I'm talking today about small things, little things, because all of those small things and little things mean something big. As somebody like myself who is disabled, there's a lot of things that I can't do. There's a lot of times that I have to ask for help. And the fact is that we're not really made to ask for help. We want to be able to do stuff on our own. And so it's not easy to always ask for help. So then to have somebody who does reach out and help you, it means the world, especially if it's somebody who you didn't even have to ask. They just came and did it. It means so much. So I encourage you to really start paying attention. Open your eyes. Pay attention to what's going on in your neighborhood and think to yourself, how could I help out? Now, here's the thing. You may think, oh my goodness, what is he talking about? I don't want to get to know my neighbors. My neighbors are crazy. Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe they are. But wouldn't it make their life a little better? It make your life a little better. if you gave them a hand, if you went over there and picked up some branches out of the yard. Not only would it clean up their yard, but it would make the neighborhood look nicer. It's just little things, little small acts of kindness that make a ripple effect. That's what we're talking about. My third and final idea for you is to get creative, to start opening your mind to how can I help? How can I make a difference? If you start waking up with that intention of, you know what, today, my goal is to impact one person today. Whether that is you paying for the car ahead of you in the drive-through lane, you pay for their food, or maybe it's as simple as you making the effort to hold the door open for the people coming behind you into the store. Maybe it's in your neighborhood and you bring up the garbage can for your neighbor. Or maybe it's just your family. Maybe you surprise your spouse by taking care of dinner tonight. Maybe you help out your kids a little extra special with their homework. Offer to give them a hand. Now, granted, maybe they'll look at you and think, what are you doing? You don't know how to do my homework. And no, maybe you don't. But it's just the simple act of showing people that you care. And I think that's what this whole thing boils down to, is letting us know that we're not alone in this life. Because let's face it, this life is tough. If it's not one thing, it's another. It's medical issues. It's financial worries. It's global worries. And it's tough. But one thing is for certain, is that we can get through the hard stuff when we are together. And so I think that is the bigger purpose here. The big mission behind what I'm talking about today is to get us joining together, to get us to realize that we're more alike than we are different, that we all are just people trying to make it in this life. And if we can get a little boost, if somebody can help us out, if somebody can just show that, hey, they care, that, hey, you matter. Well, you know what? That is just incredible. So I encourage you, out of today's short little solo podcast episode, to start thinking, how can I make an impact one person at a time in my life? So I'll leave you with this. If you want to make a mark on this world, if you want this world to know who you are, then get out there and start lending a helping hand. But don't do it for the notoriety. Don't do it for the fame. Don't do it for the money. Do it because you want to do it. And I'll tell you one thing. The secret is that by helping others, you really start helping yourself. Because there is no greater feeling in this world than being able to help out somebody by giving them something, by doing something for them. It means the world to them, and it's going to light up your life in ways that you never even knew were possible. So, with that said, my name is Kevin Lowe, and this is the podcast, Grit, Grace, and Inspiration. It's your time to get out there and take on the day. Now that you have a little bit more grit, a little bit more grace, and a whole lot more inspiration to light up your day. See you inside of next episode. Hey, real quick before you go, I have one last thought to leave you with. I, of course, hope that you've enjoyed today's episode, but more importantly, I want to remind you that I never want you to listen to an episode of this podcast to hear something that I have to say or that my guest has to share and think, wow, I wish I could be like them. I wish I could overcome my own challenges and do the great things that they are doing, but I just can't. Well, friend, that's where you are wrong. You are capable. You are able. And you darn sure are deserving of having all that you can imagine in this life. There's nothing special about me or any guest I have on this podcast. We are all just normal people trying to make it in this life. And so I encourage you to take a look at yourself in the mirror and remind yourself that, you know what, I can do it too. Now, of course, if you would like help along that way, reach out to me, whether that's as a listener of this podcast, a friend, or if you'd like to work with me as a coach. My contact information is inside of every episode's show notes, just like this one. So go down, check out my contact information, and reach out to me today. With that said, I encourage you to take on the day every day with grit, grace, and inspiration.